Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Grizz here, back with another video. This is April 26, 2024, and we had a green day. It was an amazing Friday. Came in with a positive mindset. Um, I kind of was happy that it turned out great because if you remember yesterday, I told you that my Fridays aren't always the best. So I came in not expecting the best, but hoping for the best, and I was just gonna be very, very cautious. So taking a look at the charts, we're on the 1 hour here. The first thing that stood out was this ginormous candle that we had. Google did that, remember? Remember, guys? I told y'all. Google did this with the amazing dividends and beating earnings. So they left behind a giant fair value gap. Crucial, crucial, crucial. Always leave fair value gaps because as soon as we end up taking liquidity, what happens? We go back to rebalance at inefficiencies. So let's take a look at a smaller time frame to kind of see what happened. Alrighty, so we come down to the 1 minute, and the first thing we see is data. Data came out, it came out positive. We had this candle come shoot up. We took London highs. That's my blue line, London highs. Every single time you see data come out, this is always one of the best strategies you could do. Chart out the high, chart out the low, and wait. Sit on your hands, wait to see exactly what's going to happen in the market. So if you see, we come up, we make a bullish 1 minute fair value gap, and then we start retracing back in. I told you guys in the previous videos, typically the move that happens, we end up giving it right back. Well, we came right back past the midpoint of the fair value gap, and then we started just chopping around. I was like seconds away from longing. It was right at this candle when I was about to long, and then I told myself, you know what? Let's go ahead and wait for a market structure shift first before just jumping in blindly. Because my original plan was to be one and done, target data highs. That would have been a 59 to 18. That would have been like a 60-point move. Insane. That would have been insane returns. But right before I longed, we had a nice sell off. After that sell off, that got me thinking, you know what? All right, let's keep an eye on it. I'm not gonna long just yet. We start coming back up, and then we start rejecting at the midpoint of the fair value gap. And I was like, all right, bro, this is gonna drop. This is gonna go down. So since I was not able to target data highs, what did I do? I target data lows. I got in at 736, which was right here at the tip of the body of this candle. I got in at 736. Not even a minute later, guys. We already hit data lows. That was an easy 21 and a half points, $430. How much more better can you want to start the day? Easy. Went for those data lows. I could have probably done to the bottom of this wick. Yeah, that would have worked out too, but that's fine. I'm not gonna sweat another 7, 8 points or so. This is all before market opens. Here is how market opened. We decided to come down just a little bit, and then we rocketed up. So I was talking to one of my friends about this, and when I saw us go back up, he was thinking of going on the short side, and I told him, you know what, let's go ahead and wait. This is a ginormous 1 hour fair value gap that's bullish. So I think if we could break out of this fair value gap, I think we're going to see upside. So I saw that we came up, and then we rejected from the top of the fair value gap. We came back in. I added my fibs. I added fibs from the bottom of this move to the top of this candle, and it was right at the 50%. Also, data lows. I saw that we started retracing. I saw us come down, and then we started to reverse to the upside, just kind of like what I thought was going to happen. I decided to long right, let's see, at 37. I decided to long like right here at the spot. I was not going to go for anything big. I was originally targeting the top of the top of this candle. It would have been like a 30-ish point target. That would have been a 2 for 2 for the day, and that would have put me up around 1,000 to 1,100 on the day. I entered. We started going up. We kind of, I saw Bear started stepping in. We weren't looking the best, and my thought process at that point was like, oh man, we're gonna chop around pretty much like what we have been doing for the last hour, 2 hours. I was very cautious. I was already up on the day, and the second that I saw this start coming down, I said, you know what? I'm gonna exit my trade here, be green on the day. I'm gonna take my 2 wins and just call it a day. How much more can you want than like less than a 1 hour's worth of work? So I sold my second position for 8 points, $160. Bro, what ends up happening is like 30 seconds later, we hit my TP, and then we end up going for data highs. Exactly what I was saying. And I'm like, dude, it hurts. It hurts seeing that, but it's also like, it teaches you a lesson. And I think the biggest hump that I've been trying to overcome in my trading, at least, is being patient. Not to brag or be too cocky, but I feel like a good 7, 8 times out of 10, I could at least predict the correct way that we're going to go and hit my TPs. The problem that I have is I never hold my position all the way through to my TPs. Not too often. I'm like a 50-50 hold or cut early because I don't want to see my profits leave. And that's my biggest takeaway because I'm not scared to lose money on an initial entry. I'm more scared of giving back the gains that I already have. If I enter a position and I see it go down $300 and I get stopped out, I don't really get hurt over that. I could care less. But what hurts me is I enter a position and I see it go up $800 and then I see it drop down for like 100 and I'm like, oh, that hurts deep down inside and like makes me really rethink why did I hold? I should have just sold up here. So that's my biggest obstacle that I've been trying to overcome. But I think slowly as a group, whoever watches this will understand. I think we can overcome it together. Those were my only two trades that I took today. I ended up having a 590 day. Here are the two positions where I bought, where I sold. Maybe take a look. Here's my drawdown. It's only $70 worth of drawdown. If we end up taking a look at my reports, take a look at this. 590, 580, 380 after commissions. 100% win rate on the day. 0 losers. Not bad. Not too shabby. We're getting really close to. Let's take a look at my balance. We're getting really close to the 52,600 mark. So we can start targeting withdrawals. Our goal is to get 4 grand and then withdraw 2 and then use the 2 as a buffer. But realistically, this number, depending on after the 10th trading day, it's going to be deciding. Say I have $3,500. Instead of taking 2 grand out, I'll just take 1,500 out. You know, I'm sure we'll be able to get that. We're on day 4, I believe, of day trading this account, and our goal is to get the 100K. And I'm going to show you guys how easy it is to multiply this. You just got to be quick with your exits, get decent entries, and just know when to admit you're wrong. I think that's my biggest takeaway is I'm really good at selling my positions when I know I'm wrong, because not all of us are always going to be right 100% of the time. Alrighty, guys. I hope you guys liked the video. Stay tuned for the next one to come out. We should be all caught up on our schedule next week. All right. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Thanks.